Alright, hey guys, it's Rose TCG back in the video. With this, we're going to be talking about the new Crystal Beast support that came out in Master Duel, and this is the deck profile for it. So let's just get started here. I run 3 copies of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. This card is great. It's not a hard one to return, so you're able to abuse this effect multiple times just to be able to get a Crystal Beast monster in your spell and trap zone. It's a great card to have here. And then here we have Advanced Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, which isn't as good because you do require the field spell to be on the field. But it does a similar thing as the Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, so it's kind of like having another name of it. And because this card's already good as it is, it's great having this here as well. Advanced Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle lets you search out Advanced Dark, so I like having one copy of this. And then these 3 here are mainly here for the names and for being level 3 monsters, so I like Advanced Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. I think this card's great because it actually has the potential of being useful, as it gives your Advanced Crystal Beast monster the ability to attack directly. Of course, it'll have to attack, but still it gives you a chance to maybe get a sneaky attack in. As a lot of these Crystal Beasts here, they're kind of used as fill-ins, and I think this is a great fill-in if you're going to have, because it has the potential to actually do something if you happen to go second here. And then Advanced Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise and Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise here are just going to be just your level 3s in order to go into your Cherubuni. So it's great to see there. And then here we have Crystal Beast Ruby Carbonicle. So this card is great because when it's summoned, it actually lets you special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible for your spell and trap zone. So this is really easy to abuse, as you're able to just special summon this, get a bunch of those monsters out, and then go start lane climbing from there. Then we have one copy Advanced Crystal Beast Ruby Carbonicle, which is also pretty good, as when it's in the spell and trap zone, you're able to special summon it and then special summon your other advanced crystal monsters. So this gives you, again, just the ability to lane climb really heavily and really quickly here. Then I have 2 copies of Rainbow Dragon, and that's the other thing with this. I just tried to include as many names as I could just to make it easier to get Rainbow Dragon out here. And yeah, 2 copies of this, and then Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, 1 copy of it. I think it's great as 1 copy, and pretty easy to get out, and the ability to search out Rainbow Dragon here is pretty nice. And then for my hand traps, I have 3 copies of Ash Blossom and 3 for Maxi. Just great standard hand traps here. You can play around with it, of course, but that's what I choose to run. 1 copy of Advanced Dark. This is pretty easy to search out, so I think just 1 copy is all you need. And it also turns your monsters into dark monsters, which is relevant for dark here when we get to it. So this is kind of the standard Crystal Beast spell lineup. So Crystal Bond here is just extremely powerful, being able to add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand. And then not only that, but placing a Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck face up in a spell and trap zone. So just it's a 1 card that gives you a 2 basically. Then we have Foolish Burial Goods. This card synergizes really well with a lot of the deck here. And there's a lot of these Crystal Beast cards that have spell and trap effects that activate while they're in the grave. And then 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge. It's just a great card. It's not a hard once per turn. It's not anything. You just activate it, add a crystal spell trap from your deck to your hand. It's pretty broad. Of course, you can run 3 copies of this card. Then 1 copy of Crystal Beacon. This gives you the ability to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your deck. So that's great if you just want to get out your Crystal Beast Ruby Carbonicle, and that'll give you the ability to just special summon everything that you have in your spell and trap zone. So it's a very powerful card here to have. And then we have 3 copies of the Awakening of the Crystal Ultimate. This is just a super flexible card that works around Ultimate Crystal, and yeah, being able to search out a lot of your deck here through the Rainbow Bridge cards is pretty powerful, since there's a lot of cards that have Rainbow Bridge in the name that you can search out here. And yeah, not only that, but being able to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your hand. It's nice for your hand, deck, or grave, or spell and trap zone. So you can see this card just gives you a lot of value here, and it's also a quick play spell, which is nice. Then we have 2 copies of Called by the Grave, because this deck is very combo heavy, and you don't want to run into a hand trap mid combo. So 2 Called by the Grave, you just want to have cards that are as anti hand trap as you can have. And then we have 2 Forbidden Droplet. So Forbidden Droplet here is just nice if you happen to go second. It'll give you the chance to actually break the board and do something here. And then 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. So this card gives you the ability to normal summon another Crystal Beast monster in addition to your normal summon. And you're able to just destroy a Crystal Beast card you control, and if you do, add a Crystal Beast spell or trap, or a Crystal spell and trap. So you can see there's a lot of ways to just search out your spells and traps. So you can run, if you run like minimal copies of like these cards like Crystal Beacon or whatever, you can actually search them out, or your traps here. Then we have 1 copy of Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. So this is great because it's just like your fiber jar for the deck. And you can banish this card from your grave, add 1 Crystal Beast monster, and 1 field spell from your deck to your hand, which is really strong. I mean, being able to just use this to wipe the board, or obviously using pitching this using Foolish Burial Goods, then being able to activate this gets you a lot of advantage. You can see there's a lot of these cards that just give you a lot of advantage here. And this is of course one of them. Then we have Crystal Miracle, which is one of the cards that you kind of want to end off on during your first turn, because it's just an Omni Negate that destroys the Crystal Beast card you control, but that's fine because when they're destroyed, you're just able to put them in your spell and trap zone anyways. So that's pretty nice here. Alright guys, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Patreon in the description down below. Let's just get started here with the extra deck. So here we have the Rainbow Overdragon. So this requires 7 Crystal Beast monsters, or you can summon it out using your Rainbow Dragon monster. So yeah, it's pretty great to get out here, pretty easy to get out. And yeah, it's going to be a great card because it's going to be your bridge really to go into your Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. That this card can just get beefy, and this card, once you summon, it's going to be pretty difficult for your opponent to win, just because you're able to tribute it. As a quick effect, you're able to tribute it and shuffle as many cards on the field as possible into the deck. And if you do, special summon any number of your banished Crystal Beast monsters, so you're able to just wipe the board. So you can see a lot of these Crystal Beast cards just center around the card of Rainbow Dragon, of just his effect of being able to banish or shuffle everything on the field and back into the deck. And this card does it, but just even better because you're able to get you're able to special summon your Crystal Beast monsters and their effects are not negated. So this gives you the ability to just do quite a bit. And then here we have Zeus because of the Exceed monsters, Baguska because if you need to just go sit on a rank 4, this is a great one to go for. Abyss Dweller is a great card to like set up in your first turn as part of your overall board. Then we have Dugaris here because being able to special summon a monster from your grave is nice. You can see it's not actually negated, and because of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus or whichever Crystal Beast Carbonicle, you're able to, just because you're able to special summon it out, and they're not hard ones to return, so you can actually utilize it multiple times. And yeah, this card just makes a great combo piece here. And then Levier is great. Just again, you're going to be banishing a few things here because of your Rainbow Dragon. And being able to use Levier with all these level 3s that we have here, it's pretty easy to special summon a level 4 monster out here. And then we have World Seed Dragon's Atlantis. So this card's of course really good. Just being able to reset the board and then put things where you need to, and then just wipe the board from there. Just a great level link 4 that you can get out here. And it's really easy for this deck to get really high link monsters out here, so it's fun to play around with stuff like this. Appaloosa, same reason. Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion. So this card is just able to pitch a lot of things into the grave and makes it easier to get these Rainbow Dragon or go into your fusion monsters just because you're adding so much material in there. Nightmare Unicorn, pretty standard with IP Masquerena, just during your opponent's turn, give you more interactions. Dark, this works well because of Advanced Dark that turns all your Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the grave into Dark monsters. This makes it easy, and of course there's a lot of dark decks, so being able to take that and link clan from there, really great. Then we have Cross Sheep because you're going to be fusion summoning, and yeah, you just wanna have a lot of cards that give you extension. And once you fusion summon, once you put a fusion monster onto its link zone, being able to use Cross Sheep in order to bring something out. Again, special summon a level 4 Allura monster from your grave, and these cards, not hard ones return, so the really good ones like Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus and Crystal Beast Ruby Carbonicle are able to just utilize this effect really well and just get a lot of value out of it. And then we have Cherubuni. This card just lets you pitch a level 3 monster from your deck to the grave. So this is great just because you're able to fill up your grave with a bunch of Crystal Beast monsters. And then here for the side deck, these are just more Crystal Beasts that you can play around with if you want to test it out. Yeah, I just decided that none of these were really worth running. And yeah, so you can look at these: the Advanced Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, a Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat, which I think is just a weaker version of the advanced version that's actually able to do quite a bit more by giving all of your Crystal Beast monsters the ability to attack. Of course, it relies on the field spell, but that's what it kind of all does. Nightmare Griffin is an interesting one. I know it's like a big part of a combo piece. If you want to get this out in order to get your Crystal Miracle here, or whatever you decided, like pitch in the grave in order to put it onto the field. And yeah, this card is just able to utilize it, get it back, and then another copy of Advanced Dark in case you want to use them. So Valence World, these two field spells, I think it's a pretty interesting combo here that you can do, just because it works extremely well with just summoning monsters from your spell and trap zone. So these are fun cards to play around with, and I definitely recommend for you to look around and just kind of test it with this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this deck profile and what you guys think about Crystal Beast overall. I hope you guys are enjoying the new support, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.